Hi trainers, today we're talking about Venusaur's hidden mechanics. This seems to have been added in the latest patch but wasn't written anywhere, so I'm super excited to share this with you on how this works. Not every Pokemon has a lot of hidden mechanics like Blastoise, if any, but with these videos, I'm aiming to help you understand how to use your favorite Pokemon more effectively. I'm Teeds, I reach Master Player in Pokemon Unite, and my goal is to help you become the very best like no one ever was. You can check out my other hidden mechanic videos in the pinned comments down below. If you'd like to be notified of any hidden mechanics for your Pokemon, feel free to subscribe and click the bell to be notified. Okay, let's get into it. First, let's talk about the importance of Venusaur's basic attacks. Venusaur has a very strong boosted attack where it will deal more damage and stun the target hit. So as you can see here, I got my basic attack, boosted attack. See how strong that is? It stuns the target and it deals more damage. So with Venusaur, you don't have a lot of crowd control in your kit. It's very important that you make use of this boosted attack. So again, basic attack, and then your boosted attack. That boosted attack is really important. I cannot stress that enough. So make sure you make use of that. You can also stack your boosted attack without moving as well and not hitting the target. So if I just go over here and I just attack nothing, you can see that I'm getting my stacks and now my next attack is boosted. So in a fight, if you need that boosted attack before it, you can basically just maybe send your goal zone real quick, get that stacks off, and then go into the fight and use your boosted attack to stun them in place. However, you cannot do this while moving, so you can't stack your boosted attack while moving, you have to stay still. This boosted attack does go through walls as well, so as you can see here, I'm attacking through the wall and I'm going to use my boosted attack. So yeah, that's also something good to note. Alright, so another important thing is Venusaur's passive. It is also very important for these combos because when it is at low health, the damage it deals is increased. According to Unite DB, it will activate when you reach 30% health or lower and will deal 20% increased damage. This does not affect any healing on such as Giga Drain on Venusaur. But yeah, your passive, because this move set is very in there, it's very important to know you deal more damage when you're lower health. Now let's get into the really powerful stuff. So this move is with Petal Dance. When I use this move, I scatter a bunch of leaves around me that deal damage to enemies over time. So as you can see, I'm dealing a bunch of tick damage. It's not like a burst move, so not a move that just does damage all in one go like Solar Beam. It's a move that they have to be in that range to do the damage. So if I just use it here and then they're out of range, the damage stops. So they have to be in that range to do it. Venusaur is also super fast in this move, so it's great to use to get into fights as an escape. So this is my normal running speed. And then with Petal Dance, I am just super fast. It is very fast, very fun to use. The hidden mechanic of this move is that it reduces the cooldown of Sludge Bob and Giga Drain by around 1 second every single tick. Yes, every single tick. It's insane. But even better, the more enemies that are around, the more the cooldown is reduced. So let's look at Giga Drain first. Giga Drain heals Venusaur and deals damage to enemies. So I have full health at the moment, but it will deal damage and it will heal me if I'm low health. According to UniteDB.com as well, Venusaur also takes 40% reduced damage for a short time when you use this move. So you are a bit tankier. So in summary, this move heals you. It also gives you damage reduction on yourself and it deals damage. Those are 3 important points to note. This pairs up really well with Petal Dance because with Petal Dance, you can see that it's not very long range. You do get increased radius. So if I just level it up here, just get to max here. So if I just level it up, you can see my radius is now bigger. So it's not a huge, you have to be really in there to get the damage off, which is why this 40% reduction and this heal is actually very important for this moveset, which is why this moveset works really well despite the cooldown reduction. But let's look at the cooldown reduction now. So this is the hidden mechanic that's really important. You can see Giga Drain is normally a 7 to 6, well, it's a 7-second cooldown, it says on the stats page. But when I use it with Petal Dance and then I use Giga Drain, look at that cooldown reduction. It just keeps going. It's crazy. So if I just Petal Dance and Giga Drain and just spam it, I can get around 3 times off, I guess. And the more enemies that are around, the faster it is. I have an example up here where I used it on 3 targets. It's insanely fast. It's very important to note that this doesn't work on wild Pokemon. So if I did it here, you can see my Giga Drain is not reducing at all. It only works on enemy players, so this is really good for team fights. So basically when you're using this moveset combo, you want to make sure you're using your basic attacks in between as well. This is to maximize the damage output. You don't want to just stand there and use Giga Drain and just keep waiting for Giga Drain. You can see that I have like a window of where I'm not doing anything. So make sure during those couple seconds you have, use your basic attacks. It also stuns them as well on the boosted attack, which is really important for this moveset because this moveset doesn't have like any crowd control. The upside of Petal Dance and Giga Drain, it gives you a ton of damage and sustain, but the downside of this moveset is that you don't have any crowd control except from your boosted attacks, which is why it's so important to use during your combo. So because there are no slows or anything like that, the enemy can just run out of your Petal Dance because Giga Drain doesn't give you the CC for it. So it's really important. Use your boosted attacks to try and get some crowd control in. You will have to rely on your teammates, sorry. You will have to rely on your teammates to have some crowd control to keep them in this combo, but otherwise you don't have any crowd control in this. In your combos, I also recommend aiming your Giga Drain. So you can see here, it just goes to the Buffalant. It doesn't aim at both. So make sure when you're doing your combos, if you want to maximize the healing, because you get a heal off every target, not just one target, you want to make sure you try and get everyone, as many players as you can in that heal, in that Giga Drain to get as much heal as you can and as much damage as you can get off. So here, don't just let it automatically aim for you, just manually aim it, and now you can see I actually get both and not one. It's also a really important tip with Petal Dance that you can use your eject button as well with it. So if I'm just running around here and I need to catch up to the enemies, I can just eject button to really get into the fight, or just like a surprise attack, right? So if you're like going towards a team fight and you want to just like, it's a really good fight for your team to take, you can just like go in there instantly with your eject button. The other moveset is Petal Dance and Sludge Bomb. So Sludge Bomb, it deals damage, decreases their movement speed and their special defense. So it's like a little area of effect move. It will affect multiple enemies. It's honestly pretty good for team fights, especially with how it works with Petal Dance. So just like Petal Dance and Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb's cooldown also is reduced around every second for every Petal Dance tick. So as you can see here, I'm going to use it. Normally has like, I have the cooldown thing off. Okay, normally has like a 7 second cooldown. But with Petal Dance, it is so much faster. You can just keep spamming Sludge Bomb. It's actually so nutty. I really like this because like, it has like the crowd control to keep them in this move, which is really nice. You can just get so many Sludge Bombs off with this combo. And like I said earlier, the more enemies, like more enemy players on the team that you're hitting, the faster it ticks off. So you can just have like constant Sludge Bombs everywhere. It's actually insane. And again, make sure you use your super strong basic attacks throughout this combo. Like you want to make sure that you're getting as much out of it as you can. I totally just did not click my Petal Dance there, but yeah, so you want to actually use your basic attacks during this as well to get as much damage as you can, because you do have that, my Sludge Bomb isn't going off, you do have that that window, those few seconds where you're just not doing anything, so you should get those basic attacks off, especially because it keeps them in the move as well. So the upside of this moveset is that it is more damage focused, so if you like that more than Giga Drain, then that might be for you. The downside is that it doesn't have any sustain at all. So you can't heal or anything like that. It doesn't have that 40% reduction like Giga Drain does. So this one is just more for those who want to deal more damage and things like that. And I do think like it is really nice that Sludge Bomb does keep them in Petal Dance easier, because with the other moves that they can't just run out like right away or just escape. So what I really like about this is that you now have like basically two moves that you can choose from. I like them both. If you want to go more damage, go for Sludge Bomb. If you want to go for more sustain, go for Giga Drain. So you really have like two options when you go into your game. And if you already picked up Petal Dance, you just got to choose between Sludge Bomb or Giga Drain. So you can just base it on team comp. If it's a team comp where you need more healing, or a team comp where you think like, you know, your team doesn't have much crowd control to really set up for you, because this is like a very team-based game, you could just go Sludge Bomb to help, you know, to set up your Petal Dance. But if your team has like a lot of crowd control, then you might be better off just doing Giga Drain. So it's just one of those things, you know, like just base it off on how the game is going. Here are some extra tips to keep note with Venusaur as well. So these are just like some minor tips with like its other moves. Razor Leaf, it does go through walls. And Solar Beam also goes through walls as well. You can do some really sneaky, like it doesn't always have to be like objectified steals. You can even steal like minor things like that over there as well. Or you could even like maybe even just like stand here if no one's there, wait for your Solar Beam to come back up. It might not be sustainable, but just to like steal it from a safer angle basically, or just to take it. But yeah, those are some minor tips for Venusaur if you'd like to try out its other moves instead, like Solar Beam instead of Petal Dance. Okay, so that's all I have for today's Hidden Mechanics video. I already have one for Gengar and one for Blastoise if you'd like to check that out. Let me know in the comments down below which Pokemon you'd like me to check out next. I will be doing one for every Pokemon, and even if they don't have any hidden mechanics, if I can just find something that makes it easier for you to use your Pokemon, then that is basically my goal with this series. So feel free to subscribe and click the bell if you'd like to be notified. Liking the video would really help out my channel. Thank you so much for watching, trainers. Bye!